What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj and this is Tam.
Hey.
And today we are on Stargirl series finale, season 3, episode 13. Frenemies, chapter 13, whatever. The Reckoning. Bittersweet ending. It's been a good season. That plot twist was crazy as hell. It's just one of the craziest things I've ever seen. We gotta see if Pat survives, how Courtney wills the staff back to her. If we can get the old Sylvester back, probably not. But didn't they see a brain in the lab? Or am I crazy?
You're crazy. Oh, that was...
I'm talking about Sydney, Jakeem, and Mike.
That was not a human-sized brain.
I can't remember what it was, but it's likely they may have kept his brain around. Maybe. There's a chance that the old Starman will come back, but if not, then, I mean, it's been a lot of craziness that happened. So yeah, it's gonna be a brutal fight. It really is. Rick's all messed up, and that's a lot. So we're gonna jump into it, y'all. 400 other reactions are available on Patreon. So they resurrected him first. That's it.
What are you doing?
While he is alive, his arch enemy.
You've been on the ground for a long time, my friend.
My friend.
You are needed again because a hero like you is someone who is already trusted, respected, and beloved by the public. Americans will listen to you in a way like nobody else. You give them suggestions, orders even. And they will do whatever you say.
One problem. Will never work for you.
I know how strong-minded you are. And that is why we're going to remove it.
The Ultrahumanite gets your body, and then I get his. In my continuing quest to become something greater.
Not while he's alive? Like, y'all resurrected me to do this? That is evil.
Wait.
While I'm awake.
What did you do to Pat?
While he was awake and alive. Like, they resurrected him to do that. That is sick. That is evil. Wow. That might be the darkest this show ever went. People were theorizing the shade is going to be when I say it. They usually bring everybody back for the finale, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Sylvester told you about the hourglass's limiter, but he didn't warn you about what happened to your father when he removed it.
Mr. Pemberton also told me to protect my parents.
But what he was really getting you to do was push them away.
After all the help they've given me, that was a mistake.
Sylvester said not to let up on Cindy, and I never gave her a chance.
Why would Sylvester purposely give you all bad advice? To keep us distracted.
To break us apart.
To weaken us.
To take our confidence away. He took this staff from me. He told me I wasn't worthy of it.
Well, he's dead wrong.
Then why couldn't I bring it back to me, Mom? Maybe Sylvester wanted the staff for himself this whole time.
Then why not just take it from court in the first place? Why wait?
We have to find Pat.
Still been no sign of Mr. Dysinger.
Well, I have some news. Starman has agreed to let go of our past differences. But I'm afraid that Courtney and her friends aren't quite so willing yet. We'll need to convince them.
I'll put his son front and center of this.
Something has happened to Courtney's stepfather. He's been killed by that aberration of science, the Ultrahumanite.
Kjeft! Det gamle tusk. Fiender bara dör ikväll.
Bara visst din nektarmor. Jag vill pröva och ge sonen min det han önskar. Come on.
The grandfather is not trying to have any of it.
Mike's not answering.
He may
Pat's
go
phone's
and
going
try
straight to
one.
voicemail. Zeke's got Stripe fixed back up, but he hasn't seen Mr. Dugan since he went to the McKenns.
Okay, so let's start there.
Get on speaker.
Starman's at the junkyard.
What?
Are you looking for him?
How do you know that?
He's there. Sorry, my family's gonna have to go.
Wait, Cameron. Hello?
I don't like lying to her.
This is the best way to offer Courtney our help during this trying time. Face to face.
They're wild.
I told you.
Ain't no way. I swear his hands were tied. Is that the rope? Ain't no way he was able to
The rain
breathe.
helped him breathe.
It could have weakened the dirt. But it wasn't gonna, the rain didn't help him breathe. It probably just helped him dig his way out. Because it softened the soil. That's surprising, but that's good because Pat is strong-willed, and they're probably gonna get to the junkyard first. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh, Pat's dead." Blah blah blah. I think Cameron's gonna turn on his dad because at some point, if he's bringing his son to the thing, the truth is gonna come out.
Right.
So then he's gonna force his son to pick a side while they're trying to kill the JSA, and while the JSA is gonna try to kill them. Because if they think Pat's dead, they're gonna go all out. So, but it's gonna be a brutal fight because Courtney ain't got her staff. Now, granted, she can fight, but still, if the staff is a powerful weapon, so it's going against her is gonna be hard for her to fight. The rest of them, I'm sure, will do great. Beth can actually help this time because she has combat mode, which is great. I'm excited to see what she's gonna do. Mike, he's just gonna have to run somebody over again. We got the Thunderbolt on the way. Cindy will help. And somebody got to pilot Stripe. Zeke, you gonna have to jump in this fight because we need Stripe. Unless Pat goes back to the garage and gets that first and then pops up mid-fight, which I could probably see because he's probably gonna try to go home first to warn everybody they're not gonna be there, and then he'll go to Stripe. So. That's probably what'll happen. I'm excited.
Old dude had more than enough time to be working on it. Well,
They said he fixed it.
Okay.
So they mentioned that on purpose. So
I
he's
didn't mean
gonna
the
go.
whole thing. How he fixed the whole thing by himself?
He's good at that.
Messed up.
He's just good at it. I don't know. Been practicing.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, wait for me. I got it. Where the hell are we now?
Wow. Where y'all need to
Oh
be?
my god, the tire factory? We need a foolproof wish
Oh yeah, and
to
we
get
got
us out of
Artemis.
this mess.
Come on. I hope your mom finds Artemis.
Icicle made her an orphan.
Oh, that's where.
She'll be here.
She'll probably show up right when we need her. How does she always do that?
Oh, not the grandpa and the grandma rolling
Hello,
up too.
Courtney. I stand alongside my family and Starman tonight here on neutral ground with only good intentions.
Where's Pat?
I'm sorry, Courtney. Pat's gone.
Gone?
He came to see me after Jordan and I settled things. I apologized. I tried to convince him to join forces with both of us. He refused. He went into the woods alone, looking for the Ultra-Humanite.
That don't even sound right.
If we're gonna get any justice for Pat, we need to team up, Courtney.
I don't believe anything you say.
Nope.
I know I was harsh earlier.
You're lying to us. Both of you. You've been lying since you came to Blue Valley.
But I wouldn't lie to you.
You just did on the phone.
I'm sorry about Pat. I am so sorry. But the only thing we can do now is work together and stop that monster before it hurts anyone else.
Is that the strike? Oh! And the truth shall set you free. Back from the dead.
Yeah, Corey. It's me. But that's not Sylvester.
It's the Ultra-Humanite.
Y'all thought y'all had it all figured out.
Are you kidding me? Why won't Strike Teeth die?
You freeze, you wicked children.
Cameron, get your grandmama.
That's it.
Oh!
Cynthia.
You don't belong with them. You belong with me. You belong to me.
No, that
Can we just see what your little pet project
battle
really
stance is you
thinks of
too.
me?
Whew, it's all popping off. These dang commercials are gonna be the death of me. Let me enjoy the finale, please.
Right.
They could have just did one huge scene and then just a real long commercial. But these cuts is crazy. All I know is Thunderbolt better jump in that fight.
Mm-hmm. Do something.
I'm so happy Pat showed up. But like, I'm still curious what the plan was. So they're talking about, let's team up against Ultra Humanite. Ultra Humanite, Dragon King, they're partners, so how is that going to work? Was it supposed to lure them into a trap or something? Or, I mean, the junkyard felt like the trap, so why not just bring it there? Why still try to continue with this team-up thing? To really get them to let their guard down?
No, they could pretend to beat him, and then, yeah, I think there was another plan after that, after they beat him. Because that's the only thing that would make sense to me.
Yeah. But yeah, it's time to whoop some Granny old booty because she out of pocket. I don't think the grandfather gonna fight. I don't think he's gonna participate. Nor do I think Cameron may participate, but it'll probably be against Rick because you know they got some beef. But I think Cameron, by the end of it, should come to his senses. He's gonna see his family's wrong at some point. But at the same time, I understand not wanting to see your family hurt. And it'd be hard to stand against your family, but wrong is wrong. So we just gonna have to see.
You got a lot of heart, Pat.
I don't know how you dug yourself out of that grave.
But you're gonna wish you hadn't.
You know what I don't like? It's looking at you and seeing my best friend's face. So I'm gonna knock it off.
I know that's right. Ooh, he good. Dang, and you lost the arm. We gotta put some missiles in there or something. We can't just be losing our whole arm. Dang! They put the whole budget into this one. Come on, we just got strike. We can't take it out in the first 2 minutes of the fight.
He lied to you.
Not another word. Courtney! Hey!
Yep, there we go.
Don't be too old, man. You're getting played by your own dad. But I'm still gonna kick your ass.
Well, come on, Rick, we need him. Wait a minute. What did they just do? Come on, Yolanda, whoop that grandma. Beth?
Threat imminent. Combat mode activated.
Really? I thought you was on our side.
Pat, none of this had to happen.
How could we so easy?
Courtney gives up staff, her friends follow me. We changed the world with Icicle for the better. We had family too. This could have been perfect for everyone. You couldn't stay in your lane.
Excuse me for not wanting to die.
Stay
He's the ultimate
dead.
gaslighter.
You had to fight back. So now,
He's been clicking buttons like crazy. I hope one of them do something.
because I will not stop being Starman.
Hesitation detected.
I don't want to fight you again, Mr. McKen.
Neither do I.
Good.
Then we have to stop everyone, okay?
Stop us! Kill her! No. No more of this.
Your day, Ella's drapery, I die! Did it broke a good toss.
Your own husband? That's crazy. Yes, Yolanda. she gotta go. Because the grandma just ain't no
He's
good.
gonna have a heart attack.
Did she get smushed? Good. She did it to herself. No, you didn't do it. That ain't on you. She did it to herself.
In everything we say, stop overthinking, be direct, be honest, be specific.
It'll be over soon.
I wish the most beautiful woman in the world would never have to be bothered by a father again.
That.
I just say be specific.
Yeah, what are you
Who's to
doing?
say she's the most beautiful woman in the world?
I am. I said it. The kid with the pin.
Wait a minute. Okay.
For you, my queen, from your not-so-secret admirer. It's Chiquita. It's from Chiquita.
They turned it into a stuffed animal? That's a interesting way to deal with Ultra Human. Okay.
No more robot.
This is your last chance, Courtney.
We gotta get it together.
That's your loyalty right now.
Artemis? Ooh, Mop
Stay
Bear.
away from my daughter.
them lessons paid off. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, it's such a shame.
Tiger's
This is gonna be so
proud.
perfect. For all of us. You and Cameron will be together. Barbara, I know what we had could have been reignited.
We never had anything.
Goodbye, Barbara.
Cameron, you really gonna sit here? Finally. Courtney, I need you to come get your staff. It's just for me that we get taken out like this. Our stripe, our heavy hitter.
You are a slippery little devil, aren't you?
Yolanda, where you at? I need somebody.
Staff belongs to you, Courtney.
Then why does it work for him?
Because you thought it should. It's why Sylvester couldn't just take the staff. He had to make you believe it worked for him.
Okay. For real this time.
Bye, Pat.
Hey! This staff doesn't work for you!
No.
Come on, Courtney. There you go.
You are not worthy! But I am.
Yep, do that thing he taught you earlier this season. Launch up and launch back down with the whatever. Pat said, hold on, I want my 1v1.
No more staff, huh?
Pat wanted the 1v1 though.
Don't force me to do what Brainwave did to his son. I'm begging you!
There we go. That's what I was waiting for.
The fact that you went there says everything.
Exactly.
You were supposed to be my best!
Yeah, I'm gonna like try this Pat.
Nah, Pat's trying to avenge his friend. Ooh, that flip! Ooh, she is pissed. Ooh! What? Did he just? Okay. Oh! Dynamic duo there. Power couple shit.
I only wanted what was best for you. That's all. Then give up. Do what you have to. Or I will.
That was epic. He's pissed.
Where'd he go?
Not the last of them, unfortunately. Damn! Busted it over his head, though.
Stay back.
What?
I'm taking my grandfather to get help, and then I'm leaving. I betrayed you. I betrayed my own family. My grandmother's dead, and my father.
That is sad. That is so sad.
I can help you through this.
Goodbye, Courtney.
Same way Jordan did.
Wow.
That was messy.
Mm-hmm. At least the fight's over.
Fight is over.
Is that 30?
30. Ultra Humanite got turned into a Bebo doll. I didn't see that going that way. I feel like it's like they did appear like they put everything into it, like the budget and stuff, but they were like, it was kind of like for a show for a second. Like they had to get rid of Stripe and Ultra Humanite because it was probably taking up too much of their budget. But it looked cool. I like what they did in the beginning. Like I wondered how they were gonna do it, but realistically, it is TV. It is the CW, so they can only do so much. But I appreciate what they did at least try. And the first part of that Stripe versus Starman fight was epic.
It was
epic. That one felt natural, but the Ultra Humanite ending was kind of. I feel like that part was kind of rushed a bit. But that wasn't even supposed to be the juice. That wasn't even the meat of it all. That, the meat of it was dealing with the McKents. And then Grandma killed herself on accident. Yolanda was like, that wasn't me. I didn't do this one. I didn't kill this villain. She's like, I can't put that on my conscience again. So, but the grandma, she was willing. Her and Jordan were just too extreme. Like, they were willing to kill their family. Like, she was willing to kill her husband. He was willing to kill his son. Just so that they could continue to do their evil dues. They had to go.
Like, what in the world?
They had to go. That's some sick, twisted mess. Right. But I'm glad that the grandpa is more like Cameron. You can see where Cameron gets that side of him from his compassionate side. But Cameron, he's feeling some type of way. I mean, as anybody would. Yeah, I mean.
Blue Dad is just a place you do not want to be.
His dad is in limbo again. His grandmother dead. His grandfather is dying. Like, he's been put through it. He feels like he betrayed Courtney. Like, he realizes she was right in what she was doing, and he got in the way of that. He was used. I know he's just feeling so many different things, so that's justified. Yeah. I'm surprised Artemis didn't show up in this fight. Same. I truly am.
But it kind of makes sense because how she would have known about it,
Well, they said Barb went after her, but they said that Barb was going to look for Artemis, but she obviously didn't find her because Barb showed up with the crossbow and just.
No, she said that, but she said, call me when you find Cameron. Or not Cameron,
Artemis.
No. Call me when you find Rick. And Rick just showed up as soon as he said that. She was like,
no, they said in this episode that she was going to look for Artemis. Before she showed up at the junkyard, that's what she was doing.
I guess he just wants Old Faithful.
Speaking of Old Faithful,
hey,
you showed up just in time.
Oh, reliable.
Yeah, well, not sure how I feel about the old part, but definitely feeling my age today.
How in the world did you get out?
Experience. Sylvester's very first adversary took me hostage. A guy by the name of Dr. Weird. W-E-E-R-D. Well, anyhow, when Sylvester rescued me, he taught me a little trick. How to disjoint both thumbs so I could slip
Oh,
in a
they used to do
restraint.
that.
Yep.
That's what I did down there. And I was able to,
Sylvester saved your life one more time.
yeah, he did.
I'm sorry it wasn't really him who came back.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you all. And I'm not going to blame that on anything other than being a thick-headed jerk.
It's okay, Rick.
And we're just glad you're feeling better.
Thank you for being there for me. Beth, your turn.
What?
Pushing him away.
You've been my guide since I was a kid. And you were my guides when I was Dr. Midnight through all of this. Even when I told you I didn't want you to be. Because I know that you love me. And I love you too. And I do need your help. I want your help. So, I'm asking for it. Officially.
You mean like we're your sidekicks?
Well, that sounds a little derogatory, so...
Are you kidding? It's a dream! Okay, let's talk costumes.
What?
Sylvester's body is still perfectly fine. But there
it'd
was
be
a
cool
brain
for her to get
wound
him
that has
more.
left the Ultra-Human Knight's
that
mind
costume.
irrevocably damaged.
Oh.
For all intents and purposes,
We don't worry about the Ultra-Humanite anymore.
I mean, Sylvester, what about his brain?
He said it was gone. Of course, he lied to us every moment of every day, so I say we keep him on life support, just in case.
Hey, wait. Where's Stripesy? Where's Pat? What did you do to Pat?
Wow.
No, please, stop.
They kept the brain alive. It's like they're making him relive the moment over and over. That is evil.
Wait. Where's Stripesy? Where's Pat? What did you do to Pat?
I'm sorry. I didn't watch a lot of shows, but this is evil. Like, Stargirl's generally a lighthearted show, but some of that stuff that Icicle's been doing is dark. Like, that is sick, making him in his brain form, living over and over and over. And I know this is possible because there's literally a villain called the Brain who does, who lives like that. It's just a brain in a can. So I know they can keep him alive.
Brain in a can.
But that's crazy to me that is just insane to me. Sylvester he needs to be put out of his misery.
Yeah. Just kill me.
Maybe they can have Jakeem wish for the brain.
Yeah.
Maybe. And it's kind of odd that they haven't mentioned or looked for their son. I mean, I know they were just doing that the other episode, but I'm just saying, like, this is what seems to be the next day, and they ain't even mentioned Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he ain't been with his family. I'm hoping they get to see each other. And I wonder if they're going to mention something about his mom. So much to wrap up, but we still got like 20 minutes, so if these commercials ever end, we'll get to hopefully wrap up some of these storylines. I want to see what happened to Artemis and why she didn't show up in that final fight.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting Shade, Jenny, Artemis. Thought they was gonna need a little bit more help. But they was dealing with this stuff quickly. Sylvester Ultra-Humanite Sylvester was probably the hardest one they had to deal with in Icicle. My only gripe too with the fight scene, not to be super nitpicky, but I just hate how dark it was. So you could, it's hard to see everything.
It wasn't that bad to me.
Yeah, but to me, I think it's just like with all the lights on because we have to record like that. Like if I watched it in the dark, it would probably pop out more. But
definitely.
Certain scenes are like super dark. I had to like, what happened? But so far, it's a really good episode. I'm excited to see how it ends. There we go.
We'll wait here. If that's okay. Otherwise,
No, you shouldn't. Can you wait?
Yeah.
They better not end this show with no cliffhangers. I hope they took all the cliffhangers out. Not the Ring doorbell.
Gambler's daughter.
I'm Courtney. I knew your dad.
You know what? Becky lived in the town.
He's from there, so why wouldn't you?
Because he was here and he was searching for him.
I don't know that. I can't remember exactly how it went, but wasn't he kind of almost didn't know how to talk to her either? Was that like an issue?
How'd it go?
It was nice. Seems like she's got some stuff figured out. Seems like she's doing good.
Okay.
Thanks for asking if I wanted to see her.
Proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
We love you very much.
That was his first time calling her mom.
Your dad. He didn't want you to think he abandoned you. He wanted you to know that he loved you.
Tell me he going to check on Grundy. That is his best friend.
Starman, Dragon King, high school. Seems like everybody got to come back for a second chance but you, huh? I miss you, pal.
They actually brought Grundy back. Wow. I don't know where he gonna stay. I guess the Ultra Humanized cave got an opening. Using it no more. Honestly, considering he can't live a normal life since he's a zombie, I feel like death suited him. I wouldn't have.
Because he has to hide.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's not type of no good life for an entity to live it. Like, you know,
Right.
I wouldn't have wanted to bring him back.
You don't hide your study on for the rest of your life by scientists. So
I don't think a scientist want to go near that, nor would someone going to allow them. But I mean, he won't be lonely because he'll always have Rick. But you know what I mean. Most of, like Rick's gonna visit for how long? A couple hours, you know, here and there, and he's gonna be lonely more often than not.
It's dangerous for surgeons. Put it down. Put it down. Oh my God, he ripped his arm out. That's not his arm.
What?
Having fun? Daddy?
Oh my God! I just realized what happened.
You mind? Thanks.
So, sidekicks, huh?
I am Nightlight.
Who do you
Just think about her family.
Going in the dark, man.
Going in the dark, man.
Cool. We got some things to bring.
Yolanda?
Te mentí, mamá. Pero mis amigos se acercaron con sus papás con la verdad. Ojalá podamos hacer lo mismo.
I would like to see the conversation and reaction between Yolanda and her parents. I understand they have a ton of time, but I feel like we should have did that prior to this episode. Cold wind behind them. So he didn't leave.
Do you really think you can help me?
3 months later. Coward. Shade. What? That was a female voice, I think. The ghost of Tigress and Sportsmaster is coming back for revenge. Oh, or is it Artemis?
Hi, Mr. McKent.
Ooh.
That goop you're standing on, that's petroleum jelly. Laced with rubidium, potassium, and azidoazide. My dad put it in his hockey pucks. It's highly flammable.
She gonna burn him to death. She vowed revenge and she gonna get it.
Burns on water. This is for my parents.
I know that's right. Vigilante Artemis. The eyes. This is what I be talking about. This is dark, but he deserved that dark ending. After what he done did to everybody else. Completely justified.
You're not coming back this time, Mr. McKay.
A fire death is one of the worst ways to go. 10 years from now.
Ladies and gentlemen. Come, don't be shy. Here we are. The centerpiece of the entire museum. The meeting table.
Who them
of
old
the
folks?
Justice Society
I
of
know them ain't.
America.
Oh, Taurus?
Star Woman.
Star Woman?
Wildcat. Jade and her brother Obsidian. Dragon Queen. Stripe.
Cindy became Dragon
Jakeem Thunder.
Jakeem Thunder.
Artemis. Sand. Somewhat foul-smelling and simple-minded friend Solomon Grundy.
Wow.
United. They stopped the Injustice Society from brainwashing America. They prevented that demonic brute Eclipser from merging his nightmarish world with our own. They shut down the Ultra-Humanite before he could tarnish Starman's legacy. And brought the true Sylvester Pemberton back to life. Then, they rescued the 7 soldiers of victory from a cosmic deity called
JSA Academy? Stripe
the
Training?
Nebula Man.
Nebula Man.
They're the greatest heroes the world has ever seen. But they won't be the last. Oh no. Because there are other legacies of heroism waiting for a new generation to find, to take on, and rise up. For as much as evil has tried to destroy the Justice Society of America, it cannot. Nothing can.
What in the world? Jay?
Flash.
What in the world?
The Justice Society is needed. And according to Courtney Whitmore, that includes you now too, old friend. So gather the troops. Our adventures are not over.
Are they ever?
I didn't see that one coming. That was a cool ending. That was a really good ending. I gotta go catch all the Easter eggs. Never the end.
Don't miss the season finale of Family
That
Law.
was good. I've never seen an ending quite like that.
Never the end.
That was a good finale. That was a good series finale. I like how he did the it kind of reminds me of the Hall of Justice, but it's like for the JSA. I have to go back and look at all the little tidbits because I've seen Stripe. It was like Stripe 40 training or something crap. JSA Academy. I'm trying to look at everything and listen, but that was really cool exhibit. Hopefully they release more behind the scene pictures of everything. I like that it told some of the future members and some of the people that they stopped. That was really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad Brandy was a part of it because he needs something to do with his life.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Instead of him just staying in the cave, he would have him make a family out of the JSA. So that was really good. I'm glad Jakeem got to, grow up and become a superhero. They call him Jakeem Thunder. That's funny that they use their younger pictures. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, for the context of the story. But it was 10 years later, and they showcased their younger pictures because I'm sure they're all adults at that point. For a second, I was like, I know they didn't just recast all the cast. They're just going to show like an older.
Pretend that in the entrance of the museum, it's up to date pictures.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's probably tributes to them because they all had. It looked like they all had their own section. Like it had Dragon Queen's lab and all stuff like that. So I'm sure they have their own section updated. That was probably just like to show how they started. That was really cool. I would take that tour. Very dope. Very dope ending. They did a good job wrapping up a lot of the stories. Even though Artemis, you know, had to take a dark turn and kill Icicle, I think that was completely justified. I think, and this goes for all shows, they've all been at a point where they've had to kill somebody because they're just too extreme.
Yeah.
Like if you don't kill them,
you're gonna regret it.
They're gonna do too much havoc. Like he was one of those villains like Brainwave that had to be killed. And, you know, it's crazy. All the villains that started the show, I think, are just about dead now. Even the ones that turned good, other than Shade.
And Granny.
Oh yeah, and Granny. He was dead for a point, but yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy. This was so good. It was so good. I wish we had another season. It was so good. It said never the end. It's leaving hope. I think they're gonna try to shop around and try to do their best to save this show. It is Jeff Johns' show, and he is a big part of DC. So I would be surprised if it didn't come back one day or in some way, shape, or form. I think it's they don't want to announce anything too soon because I don't think it's gonna come back anytime soon if it does come back. I think DC and Warner Bros. Have to get their stuff together first. That's why most of these shows like Titans, Doom Patrol, Young Justice, none of that. While it didn't get canceled, it hasn't been announced for a new season because there's too many changes happening right now. They don't want to announce something and then can't deliver it in a timely manner. I think they really are going to have to wait and take their time. I think we're going to have like a dry period for DC where we're not going to get much content. Not like we've been getting over the last decade, you know? Like where we got shows every spring and fall and hell summer, you know? Like I think that's coming to an end for a bit until they can get on track again. And it sucks because they were doing so good when this all first came out. I remember being so excited. We had Titans, we had Doom Patrol, we had Young Justice, Stargirl was hot. Everything was so good with the DC platform, and then I guess it wasn't.
Dropped.
Yeah, Swamp Thing. It was everything, and then everything just kind of.
Something was so good. It was scary, but it was so good.
They were doing so good, high quality, top notch shows. Where did it go so wrong? But yeah, at least we had a good thing for a while. You know, I enjoyed these shows. Like I said, the CW never deserved the show. This show should have went to HBO Max, like the other two, and then we would have at least probably gotten a fourth season.
Yeah.
At least. And they would have been able to do so much more, and the budget would have been so much better. The CW is trash. I would die on that hill. Like I said, I will always appreciate what they gave me, but they do not deserve a good quality show like this. They just don't deserve it because they can't handle it. So I can only imagine the finale on HBO Max's full budget. Like, it would have been so epic. It was already epic, but it would have been more. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would have, you know, I don't think if they would have had a bit more budget, I don't think Ultra Human Knight would have gotten that ending, Ultra Human Knight Dragon King. I think it would have been more of a fight. But they can only do so much. I mean,
would have. And if there was, then what's it called? Sydney's dad. That fight scene would have been longer.
More brutal.
To it. Yeah.
But I think too, it was. I understand that it was a lot because the villains are like superpower heavy.
Yeah.
So like the VFX.
It would have been. It would have been really cool to see, Ultra Human Knight and Dragon King try to take them straight together.
That's what I thought was gonna happen, but they put Starman against him first, and I thought he was gonna be fighting Courtney, but Courtney ended up tag teaming with Icicle Jr. and they had to jump the daddy, and that was epic. That was great, and I'm glad that those two are gonna work together and try to help him, you know, heal. And that it seems that they're gonna get their happy ending. Did they say Cameron? Yeah, they said Cameron joined the JSA, so that was good. So they got their happy ending. Trying to think who else. Beth's parents, you know, they were just ecstatic. They said a couple superhero names, and I was too busy looking at everything to hear it. But they probably mentioned
They probably
her
got a
parents.
lab next to her name for her parents.
For sure. They definitely played, I'm sure, a big part in the JSA growing. That was my thing, though. Like, I wanted to see them get their headquarters. Because, you know, y'all know I was saying, oh, I hope they get their, you know, use the old JSA headquarters, start imprisoning, you know, their villains there, doing whatever. Like, I wanted to see them in their lab. Because this might be one of the first superhero shows I watched where they don't have a secret base.
Yeah.
I think it is. And it's because this show naturally...
For the heroes.
Yeah, it naturally progresses to that. And I think that was what was coming next, but we just didn't get to that yet. Sylvester didn't get his happy ending because they just didn't have the time. They don't know where his brain is, but they left it open. So I don't know who would find that, but it was all the way in the mountains.
They did, because they have the pen, so they could have
But they clearly didn't. They weren't trying to do all that in the hospital. So
I wasn't thinking. Just so much shit.
Maybe they eventually did, but that just sucks that he had a worse ending than what the show started with.
Hopefully the battery ran out. That keeps replaying them.
Yeah, because that guy. They did him dirty. At least Artemis got justice for everybody.
Yeah.
But I imagine she told him that she had, you know, killed him. But it took her a couple months
she's
to
on
track
a
him
team,
down.
so.
I'm proud of her because that was just. I feel like anybody, not anybody, but a good percentage of people would do that if they could.
Not only did she have the ability to, but she, like that just pushed her over the edge. And they were still, and she had such good news to tell them. Well, she already told them, but like such good news that they didn't get to see it coming to play.
That was good on her. Mike got a good ending. He got to, seems like he's going to be probably trying to, you know, build his relationship with his mom. Yolanda seemed to have been starting to repair things. Hopefully her mom was someone understanding. But like I said, I would have liked to see that. Like, we could have dealt with that earlier on in the episodes. Like, we had all this time, and I know they were building up to this big reveal, which was worth it in the end. But I feel like some storylines like Yolanda's could have been wrapped up a little sooner.
Especially because it was touched on last season.
Yeah,
I
would have liked to see
it on to this season. Because that's not something you just be like, okay.
And that's the thing, like, it's been something that's been started since the first season. So to come to the end of the series, and I know they weren't planning for it to be the end, but for it to come to the end of the series and we didn't actually get to see that conclusion is kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of, they left it to be inferred, which, I mean, I guess is okay, but I wanted to see that for her because she was one of my favorite characters. So it feels like they kind of had to rush that plot line. I know they had to rush a lot of things and they had to decide which plot lines to put in, but I would have liked to see that. That's just my only little nitpick, but I think they did really good overall. Hopefully, like they said, never the end. It's not the end. We know Courtney, I think at least Courtney is supposed to appear in the little crossover that Titans is going to be doing later in their season, so we'll get to see her one last time, or hopefully not the last time, but at least we'll get to see her one last time that we know of for sure. And yeah, maybe they'll do a Flash crossover. You never know. Jay just popped up talking about they needed him.
Yeah.
So you never know. There's a multiverse out there. So I mean, yeah. I mean, things are coming to an end. So if they're gonna do it, they got to do it sooner rather than later. But yeah, that was a pleasant surprise to see Jay because I did not see that coming. But I like that they had at least that little connection between the Flash and Stargirl because, you know, we didn't actually get to see Courtney meet Flash, and I would have loved to see her meet Kara and Barry like that. Oh, that would have been amazing. But at least she's getting to meet some of the Titans in the Doom Patrol since her show started with them. So guess that's fitting, but I'll take what I can get. So, but with that all being said, y'all, thank you guys for watching this, you know, journey with us from start to finish. Another show checked off the list, fully completed, start to finish, so y'all can stream our reactions. They're all up on YouTube. Full reactions are on Patreon. And of course, we want to hear what you guys thought.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to Patreon for reacts.
And we'll see you guys on our other DC shows. And hopefully, like I said, this is not the end of Stargirl, just maybe a goodbye for now. Yeah. So we're going to end on that optimistic note. Later, y'all.